So they just announced they're making a sequel to the horror hit It Follows. And while they haven't told us anything about the story, if we piece together things they've said before, I might have an idea of where this is going. The sequel is called They Follow, and some people think that this time there are multiple entities chasing them around. And that's totally possible, the tweet does seem to imply that. But if we go back to a 2015 interview with Tom Quinn, who was then co-president of the film's distributor, he says they were talking about a sequel even way back then. And while he didn't want to say too much, he said that the key to a sequel here would be to flip the title. And if by that he meant that a sequel could be called Follow It, then we start to get an idea of what's happening here. That is, the idea for the sequel wouldn't be about the kids running away again, but for them this time to be the ones chasing the entity. For them to follow the long line of victims, many of whom should still be alive, and for them to discover a definitive way to stop it. So maybe they kept that idea from almost a decade ago and just found a punchier name. And maybe the they still means there's multiple entities that can still make sense, but it could also mean that the kids are now the ones in pursuit. The wrinkle in this theory, though, is that writer and director David Robert Mitchell has said years ago that he's personally not interested in digging into the origins behind the entity.